Well, it's good to be saved, isn't it? You're listening to the Tuesday's edition of Teen Issues. This is Brother Stephen Blankenship, and I want to direct your attention to the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, book of wisdom. It's a book of Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, and to the young man knowledge and discretion. I've been preaching for 4 weeks now concerning the life lessons for young men. And we looked at life lessons about losers, life lessons about the lack of receiving instruction. And now we're going to go, number 3, and look at the life lessons of loose women. Loose women, that's right. And there's a lot of loose women out there, young man. There's a pit out there for you to fall into. The devil, mark it down now, the devil has got your pit ready for you. He's got somebody with some attractive eyes or a pretty face or long hair. Amen. He's got something that'll flip your trigger, so to speak. He's got something that'll draw your attention to her. The devil just does not lay down and play dead. He's actively trying to work to trip you young men up. Now, you young ladies, you need to be a part of this ministry right here this week. You stay tuned now, okay? And I'm glad that you're here listening to me right now, all right? Now, pay attention. In Proverbs chapter number 5, listen to what God said in verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. Now, the first 2 verses of chapter number 5 refer to Solomon telling his son, now, son, I want you to know that I want you to have discretion. I want you to have knowledge. I want you to have some understanding. So I'm going to teach you about loose women. Verse number 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Now, if you remember, when we opened up the series here, we did start off with losers. And that's the ones that are losing without Christ. Sinners without the Lord in the devil's kingdom are losers. The devil's a loser, and you're part of his kingdom. You're going to lose out on the things of God. And then we talked about the lack of receiving instruction. That was all in Proverbs 1. Now, if I refer back to Proverbs 1, I want you to know that the lost crowd, the actual loser crowd is what I called them. I guess maybe I should have called them the lost crowd, but the tapes have already been made, so I can't go back and change them, amen. But the loser crowd, the lost crowd, will try to tell you to come with them. And look what they promise. In Proverbs 1:10, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. Now, they start right off letting you know we're up to no good. But not the loose women, not the strange woman. According to the Bible, the strange woman has some smooth lips. She has got some honeycomb dripping. Look at verse 3, Proverbs 5 and verse 3. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. So she knows how to talk. She can look at you and say, hey, big boy, I've never seen nobody like you before. You're only 15 years old? Wow. I thought you were at least 18. I just knew it. I knew you were 18. And all of a sudden your chest pokes out there, your stomach goes in, and you think, man, she really thinks I'm a handsome dude. No, she don't. She's got a smooth mouth on her. She knows how to butter you up. And keep this in mind. If she's buttering you up, she might be getting ready to eat you. Amen? Ever think about that? She's about ready to cook you and eat you. You better be careful about them smooth-lipped women. Amen. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. This is Lessons of Life for Young Men, and I'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing.